This is Coogan Cassis for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Sam Jones, Solomon DACRES, and Mr. Christopher Lovejoy from the US. I'll start with you, Sam. How are you, Sam?
Evening, gentlemen. Good. How are you?
All good, thank you very much. Sol, you good?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good.
And Mr. Lovejoy, long time no see, but you all well?
Oh man, you see it. I'm looking good, so you know I'm good. What's happening? Talk to me.
All right, let's get this going. So, I don't know where it came from, but the suggestion that Solomon would take you, Chris, as his pro debut got everyone's ears perked up and kind of showed the intent from Mr. DACRES to take you, undefeated Chris Lovejoy, as his pro debut. When you first heard about this, first of all, what was your initial response? Were you aware of Solomon when this suggestion was put to you?
First off, thanks for having me, Coogan. I've been watching for a while. I've seen your progression. Shout out Sam Jones. You know, I've seen his progression. Definitely manager of the year. A lot of respect for him. So anything he brings to the table, I pay attention. You know, as far as I know, he brought Solomon to the table. I've been watching him ever since. I follow him. I peep him here and there. Didn't think that we'd fight, but I watched him. So I haven't seen no film on him. I haven't really done that much background on him. I just saw him hit a few mitts and saw he was in the gym with a few notable names. I'm like, okay, let's see what he can do. Then when I started seeing that he called me out and it was a Prince of fight, you know, the radar goes on him now. All respect is gone. He got to go. He's in the way. Simple.
Okay, so fans will be aware of Chris, obviously, for the almost infamously for the fight that didn't happen with Dave Allen. So ever since that moment, I think we'll talk about Chris's situation at the minute with Don King, etc. If he'll speak about that. But why did you specifically want to fight Chris as your professional debut?
Well, Sam just said to me with the Don King situation, he said Chris Lovejoy is out of his contract with Don King. Should we try and get him over for your debut? And I said, yeah, go on then. If you can get him over, that's great. And it was simple as that for me. Sam put it forward to me. I said, yeah, that was that.
Sam, do you want to kind of weigh in on this and see your idea behind your man and matching him up against Chris?
Do you know what it is? With Sol, he's 27 years old. He's come off a GB. He's got great pedigree. He doesn't need your 10 standard journeyman with 100 losses on the record. And we keep talking about this thing. We keep saying instant impact. And what better way to kick off your professional career by chinning this big American with 19 fights and 19 KOs on his record?
Exactly.
Sounds good.
Let's go.
I mean, it's the thing. This thing, man. I mean, up until this day, I always say that Sam Jones is a great manager. He's going down in history. But he's making a big mistake. You know, this kid ain't even ready for nobody near me. I'm going to knock him out in 2 rounds. I don't know why y'all bring him to the table. I don't know why y'all think he's so good. Whatever it is, he's going down. It's nothing to even talk about. It's a big mistake. I think your whole thing is coming down after this one, man. It's over with. If you step in that ring, if you sign a contract, it's over with. He's getting knocked out. I'm not taking nothing lightly. I'm not going light on him. He got to go. I got unfinished business in the UK, and I'm standing behind everything I said. I'm playing out the whole division and starting with the UK, and I was gonna come out there. This Corona thing is slow down. He got to go.
All that I hope happens here. Serious talking. Get on the plane and let's make sure you get in the ring this time, because the UK fans think, yeah, you're just this, yeah. And listen, okay. Don't price yourself out because you're not even worth a Mars bar after your last performance. Yeah. Come to the UK and fight Solomon debut, and you can then show what you're wonderful about. Because listen, he's got a lot of pedigree behind him in the GB squad. Let's go. Listen, 19-0 versus 0-0. First time in history. It's never been done before. Let's go.
I'll be ready, man. Just get in the ring. That's all I can say, because I don't think you really believe that you can do anything in that ring against me, to be honest. So I just want you to turn up. That's all I'm hoping for, is you to turn up, man, because I don't think you really believe you can do anything in that ring to anyone that's a decent fighter.
This is the thing, man. You know, all those fairy tales you heard, they're all false. You know, you're in for a rude awakening, and it all sounds good for publicity, and you know, you got a nice manager and Coogan and the matchroom and all that stuff looks good. But when I show up, you're not gonna say none of that when I see you. You're not gonna say none of that stuff. You know what I'm
He
saying?
would.
I
He
would.
definitely
I'm a whole
would.
different ball game.
With my
I'm a
fists.
whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? So
Different
all that
ball
nice,
game.
all this nice stuff is cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But until I show up, you know what I mean?
I hope
When I
you do
really show up,
because you're just gonna get
What-
folded into easy work.
okay. Well, we'll see. All I'm saying is this. And Sam Jones said that you know you have a lot behind you. You ain't got one fight. I got 19 fights.
Oh,
8 times ranked by WBA. Major sanctioned
19
fight.
fights, so I can't really count your 17 one-rounders. You've done
Okay,
about 19 rounds. You get me? So
Well, listen,
turn up the fight.
I was ranked top 10 by the WBA. Okay. So those rankings aren't there for nothing. But like I say, we're gonna make sure all the paper. I'm gonna speak to Eddie Hearn probably tomorrow. He messaged me back finally yesterday. I'm gonna submit over whatever documents needed, and I won't be coming there unless everything is flat and everything is situated. And when it's situated, you can't run no more. It won't be no more nice publicity. Let's get him on there and say his name. No. Because when I get there, it's over with. Your career's gonna be over with, man. You know, this is what I do. Late notice. We can do it March 20th or whatever date that lines up. I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Be in the ring, so just make sure everything's in place and get yourself in there. Matter of fact, get yourself to the gym right now, man, because you're definitely gonna need it.
Oh, I'm in the gym, man. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Chris, let me just ask you, obviously since back in October, the situation with Dave Allen, you had a lot of criticism with the fight not happening, right? Whether that was down to whatever was, that situation is what it is. But do you feel like the criticism you got for that fight with Dave Allen not happening was unjust?
No, I think it was just, I mean, you know, a lot of the fans there and around the world are very prideful, you know what I'm saying? They take things serious, you know what I'm saying? So when I came and showed I was going to fight, you know, Dave Allen has a lot of fans, you know what I'm saying? So when they see that things don't go happen, they don't really know the whole story. So they think it's like some rubbish or a whole bunch of BS going on. And it really wasn't. It was just a contractual issue that, you know, we couldn't get ironed out. You know, I'm very apologetic for it. You know, I wish the fight could have happened. You know, I disappointed the fans.
Your apology will be accepted. Your apology will be accepted when you get on an economy flight over to the UK and fight Solomon.
Well, it won't be economy. It's gonna be first class. You know, I'm king of deposit. Y'all gotta treat me good.
Yeah, you gotta treat him good, man. The only good treatment he's gonna get, because when he gets in the ring, it's just gonna be nothing but brutality.
So that's the thing, man. Like I say, I don't want to discredit you. You know, you seem like, you know, you hungry, you know, young fighter, but, you know, you're making a bad decision, man. You know, you might want to go think about it, you know, go watch some of my videos and see who you're really going up against.
I'm a fighting man. There's nothing to think about. Get in the ring and I'll fight. There's nothing to think about.
So you don't care. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Yeah. You know what? That's a good way for you to look at it, and that's fine. You know, Chris, you guys want to be a little smarter. What's up, Cool?
Can you just clarify your situation as it stands with Don King at the moment, if you can?
Yeah, so basically, when I came to London and I met with the matchroom attorneys and everything, and they told me that since the contract was definitely in breach, it was a simple letter of notice that I could have put them on notice they're in breach. I never did that. And they told me if I did that, I would have been able to fight. So immediately when I got home, I put them on notice. They're in breach of this contract, and I haven't received the fight. So they had 30 days to respond. They didn't respond, which is fine. That's one option we got to go with. Also, I just filed for bankruptcy to alleviate any type of contracts, leases, or agreements with anybody. So I got out of that as well. So it's kind of like overkill the way I did it. You know, I'm actually still in contact with Mr. King and Don King Productions. You know, I think they want to offer me something, but I'm just going to go my route and go my way. So I actually have any type of letters that's needed from my lawyer, Mr. Pat English. He's actually been in court with Don King a few times. He also represents Triple G and represents Mayor Char. So that's what I'm working with. That's what actually got me to this position. So, like I said, when it's time to submit everything can be submitted, and we won't have these problems no more.
So there's going to be no excuses when you get a phone call to offer you the fight for Sol's first fight, no?
Nah, it won't be no excuses. It won't be no
Let's
excuses.
go.
I mean, with all due respect, y'all probably want to keep this under the hat, because if Dave Allen calls me and say, Chris, you come to the UK, you got to fight me, I got to take that fight, you know? I gotta
Don't
take
worry
that
about
fight.
Dave Allen. Don't worry about Dave Allen. He's retired. Don't worry about Dave Allen. Worry
Okay.
about this man
I'm just
here.
saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, he's not to worry about. He ain't even got no fights. That's easy work for me. I got tricks that I learned years ago before he even started boxing that he
You're
won't
gonna
even be able to cope with.
get every single one of them.
Chris,
So this is the thing. A lot of people judge. Oh, one second, Cook. I'm sorry.
go
A
on.
lot of people judge a fighter by their record. You cannot judge a fighter by their record. You got good fighters with terrible records. You got terrible fighters with good records. Then you got fighters who you know nothing about, and you try and judge them on their record. A lot of people judge me based on my level of competition. That doesn't mean anything. You know, they don't even know who they're coming up against. And that's, I told Sky Sports this about an hour ago. That's good for me because if he thought he could beat me, if he thought I could beat him, you guys wouldn't be calling me. So this actually gets me in the door. It's the mystery, you know. So he's going down, man. You know, it's over with. Whatever y'all got behind him, whatever type of investments, whatever type of backing and sponsors, they're gonna put a plug when they see him, man. It's over with.
No,
You're
the
wasting time.
sponsors are going to come when he flattens you.
It won't happen. And no disrespect, it won't happen. You're making a big mistake. It's over with. I got unfinished business to do out there. Dude won't last around me, man. I'm 6'5", 300 plus pounds. You know, I could bench 400 pounds, I could squat 400 pounds, I could dunk a basketball. You won't stand a chance with me.
I don't care if you
And
can
we're not gonna
dunk your head into the canvas. That's all that matters.
let me explain something to you. And listen, we're not gonna have a jab contest. It's not gonna be a jab contest. I'm gonna make you fight.
I can
Whoever
fight.
got the best chin.
That's what I'm there
Whoever got the
for.
best chin.
I'm
It's gonna be a
ready.
brawl. Whoever got the best chin, it's over with.
Brawl, man.
How about
listen,
this for a debut? How about this for a debut?
See how long
Coogan?
that 300 pounds can stay up, man. I bet you'll be gassing after about one round.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say.
Chris, let me ask you. So, can you not list one legitimate reason why you couldn't accept this fight? Is there anything that could be in the way, whether you wouldn't be ready in time for the dates proposed or anything? Could there be anything that could stop this fight from happening?
Well, the date is good. You give everybody time to get ready for promotion, for camp, and everything else. I mean, they got to come with a nice amount of money, man. You know, they can't come with, we're going to give you $5,000. You know, let's make it right. You know, let's make it right. I'm not going to ask for something crazy. You know,
Don't
$100,000.
overprice yourself, Christopher. I can see you.
No.
I can see it in your eyes. Don't overprice yourself. You're worth a Mars bar after your last fight.
No. But like I said, I'm fair and kind of like Dave Allen fight. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too much negotiation because it's a win of a fight. Now, if I thought I was coming in against a guy, against a guy, getting ready for a world title, 20 plus fights. I mean, he ain't fought nobody, man. It's an easy win for me. The negotiation won't be anything.
So, have you watched any of Chris's fights?
I don't know if anyone's watched any of his fights, man. There's no footage anywhere. I think you can find a little one snippet of a little 30 seconds. But that was enough for me, to be honest. I'm not really bothered. I'll mix it with the best of them in the world. So if he's had 19 fights and he's not a world champion or world champion contender, there's a reason for that. And I'm looking to be a world champion. So that's the levels I'm looking for. So I'm not really bothered, to be honest.
Well, Chris, I will agree with one thing that you said, that, you have unfinished business here in the UK. And I think people can kind of see that they'd like to see you have the opportunity to come back to the UK and actually have a fight here. So I suppose in regards to that, you have got unfinished business here. So if the fight can be made, this is, it's a bold move from Sol, because you are somewhat still of an unknown quantity to the UK fans as well. So I'm not being disrespectful by saying that. I know your record is what your record is, but I think a little bit of the unknown going in there for Sol. So fair play to Sol. And yeah, like I said, for you, you've got unfinished business. So let's get this going.
Let's get it. So like I said, let me you guys do your part. Let me do my part. Let me talk to Eddie. I got to submit some documents. Only thing about that date, very, very worst case scenario, I won't be able to do anything to May 4th. That's the absolute worst case scenario. Like I say, I cover my part. I'm going to submit everything. My lawyer's going to submit everything, and we go from there.
Sam, your perspective, obviously he's got a date penciled in for his debut. So if he's talking about potentially going as far as May the 4th, then that ain't going to work for you, is it?
It's not going to work for us because Sol's fighting regardless. Sol's penciled in to fight regardless. We're not waiting for no man for his debut. But what if the worst case scenario happened? The worst case scenario happened. Don't do it, Christopher, because I can see it. Don't do it. Worst case scenario happens, Salah fight him in his second fight. No problem.
We want that debut, man. We don't want to hear no excuse. We want it. And first, you know, I'm on an unknown quantity, 0-0, like you said. So get in there, because 0-0 versus 19-0, man. Let's just get it on. I'm there to have a fight. Let's see what you're all about.
Perfect.
Let's see. The world gonna see what you're about too. Let's get it.
Let me ask you something, Sam. I know you're a little bit of a historian here. Has anyone ever taken a debut with a gap as wide as 19-0 as their debut?
No. I do a lot of research, but I don't believe so. I really don't believe so. I think it'll be
fine. If anyone knows the answer to this, let us know. I don't.
I think it will be, yeah, if somebody knows that, then leave a comment, but I believe this will be Salah be making history. Both of them. Make it be a history-making fight. It will. It'll be a history-making fight. And listen, it's a good card to be on. Lawrence and Cody's first world title fight, but everyone is going to be speaking about this fight. Everybody, because you say Christopher Lovejoy is an unknown quantity, and Saul's not had a professional fight yet. I know he can fight, but to the naked eye, someone's been thinking he's 0-0. We don't know anything about either of them. It's never been done before.
All right. Okay. Well, listen, we can look to wrap this up now. I'll give everyone an opportunity just to say some final words. Sam, do you want to finish off proceedings here?
Get on that economy flight, Christopher. Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Okay.
Go on, Chris. You can say it to Saul, and Saul vice versa. Say it back to him. We'll keep us that.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, Coogan. Thanks, Sam. You know, thanks, Saul, for I guess calling me out, but it's over for you if this happened, bro. And we see y'all soon, man. Let's get it, man. Y'all know how I'm rocking. I'm pulling up. What's happening?
I hope so, man. I hope so. I just get yourself in the ring, then the rest, you know, we'll do the rest of talking with the fists. Get in there. I'm ready.
Okay, Mr. Lovejoy, Mr. Jones, Mr. DACRES, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. We'll put this out tonight, actually. Strike while the iron's hot, and we'll see how this progresses over the next coming days.
Wicked, man. Nice one.
All right. Thank you very much,
Let's
guys.
get it.